How closely, by the way, are you watching coverage of the hurricane and people talking about the hurricane, whether it's stupid idiots standing, including my friend Ali Velshi, who I love to death, but like standing in the middle of a storm reporting, which is completely unnecessary, to commentators, pundits, and politicians using it to talk about either climate change or funding or whatever political issue around this is, to obviously, stories of people being drowning in their roofs.
I
Roofs.
mean, it is definitely a workplace issue. If any sort of media company is saying you have to go stand out in this insane wind and where there's like, pieces of metal flying through the air, like that should instantly not be a thing that media companies should have to do.
Yeah.
That said, as someone who has never actually had to be in a hurricane, a little part of me is like, I want to do it. Give me a microphone. Let me see if I can stand in the strong winds because I'm ridiculous and stupid.
But
But
do you want to stand in a storm and film yourself and share it on social media, or do you want to stand in a storm and report to people? And by the way, when I'm watching them stand
Mhm.
there, the reason
Oh,
why I'm watching it is because I'm waiting for their head to get chopped off by a shingle.
yeah, no, it's terrible. It's terrible. It shouldn't happen at all. My saying it was just sort of a little bit facetious, but also it looks kind of fun. But no, I don't actually want to do it, and I don't really want anyone to do it. I watched this hurricane very intently because the person that I live with has family who was supposedly directly in the path of the hurricane. So we were like up late at night watching, trying to make calculations of like, do we drive down there? Do we get people out? Is that gonna make it worse? You don't want to get stranded down there. Do you load up your car? I mean, and it's the 20-hour drive. It's not like oh, a couple hours away. But do you load up your car with gasoline and water, or is it, and then even then, where do you go? Will people be able to get out? It was all of the sort of calculations and worrying, and it was really, really frightening. And I mean, I think from what I've seen, in terms of how intense this hurricane was, it at least took a maybe slightly less destructive path than was anticipated. But the real frightening element to me is that, of course, like all of these major weather events, it should be a wake-up call, or it should sort of readjust people's thinking, because you have a city like Tampa that is completely unprepared for this level of a hurricane, and unfortunately, we're gonna get more. This isn't a one-off. This is, extreme weather conditions are increasing because of global climate change. It's pretty straightforward, and we need to be recognizing that and taking precautions, and of course, when I say we, there's no we, there's nobody in charge really. There's not, a great centralized place that's going, "Ah, yes, we have learned a lesson and now we will take action upon it." It's just all of us for ourselves, which is a really frustrating, and terrible place to be.